What up? What up?
What's up, everybody? This is the local pop your color. You gotta check out this podcast. It's on fire. Usually have it unlimited. So when you check it out, you gotta go like this. You feel me? Bah! What's up, everybody? This is the local pop your color.
So good. You had to do it.
God, you know what I'm saying? What up, people? Cover that back up in this bitch alongside of my man Tony Toy Box. You know what it is. You know what it be. You know what it does. It's fucking Wednesday. Let's jump right into the shit.
Happy hump day.
Yes. So fucking, we started on time tonight. Look at us.
I know. I got the link mad late, and we started on time. That's
Yeah.
You gotta do it from that way on. You know, I realized you always do your semi catchphrase is "bah."
Yeah.
Like that, like from a goat. And I'm thinking, what animal would be good for me to kind of come off? You know,
Oh.
Should I come up like moo or or how about rival your bah? How about
You know what I think would fit better? Caw-caw! 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 All right, let me give you the since you're, we brought out the bottle, I'll give you the origin behind that whole thing. So back in the day, me and the homeboys, like when we felt like somebody was full of shit, we'd be like this, we would go, bah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got it.
So if we like the dude
they're telling lies, they're telling
yeah, they're wolf tickets, and they're like, yeah,
Uh-huh.
man, this bitch was just sucking me up all night, and
Yeah.
this and that, and you just look over and you're just like, bah.
Okay, I got one now. Instead of bah, I'll do bloop.
And so I started doing videos on YouTube, and I just did it's a derivative of that. I don't go bah, I go bah.
Yeah.
That's
early YouTube days. Was that at Cobra Electric?
No, that was Cobra Dad before the dumb Cobra Electric shit.
Okay.
That I used to have like 2,000 plus subscribers. I used to do a bunch of stoner videos, bro.
Nice.
And just smoking weed, and then a lot of the subscribers, I found a website where I can go live and chat, and then all like 20, 30 subscribers joined it. And then we started hanging out live together, like 12, 14 people at a time. And we called it the Bud Bros.
Okay.
And we used to get together like Legion Con and shit. And
oh wow, that's hot.
Yeah, all kinds of shit, bro. A lot of shit. And then time people grow up, and like my best friend from there, he passed away, and we all kind of grew apart. We still keep in touch. We do fantasy football together every year, but we haven't really kicked it. But I got a Discord coming soon, and we're gonna try to revamp it and get the band back together. Yeah, you're more than welcome to join us.
Oh yeah, I've been known to try some bud.
Yeah. So what's up with the Santa Claus beard going, bro?
I gotta fit into the group of my peers and the legions. We're rocking beers now.
My man, no pepper with the salt. It's just all salt.
Yeah, right. It's called stress. Getting old and stressed out.
Yeah. God, I did have some complaining about my shit. At least I still got some black left in my shit, man.
I could get black if I hair clip for men. What is that hair dye?
Yeah, I think I might be older than you too.
You are 2 years older.
I look better too, bro.
Yeah, you do, 100%.
I mean,
but I had some
Is this thing on? Fuck, is anybody gonna watch or what?
Don't sweat that.
Yeah.
I did have some stress relief, man. I went on a 2-day mini vacation to the Jersey Shore. Enjoyed the beach. Yeah. And there's nothing like a beach you have to pay for. You have to pay for a private beach.
Oh,
it's the
so
best.
It's private, that way it's not a bunch of fucking pendejos there, right?
Exactly. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was the only thing I did have we went with my son and stuff, like, of course, and we had his little sand pail and the spatula, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to play with it, so we put it back on our little towel and everything. And at 5 minutes later, there was some random kid just grabbing it, snatching it. Some teenagers grabbed it and snatched it. I had to go up off of the beach, enjoying myself, to ask them for my shit back. I'm like, okay.
Ghetto. No matter where you go.
I know, yeah, no matter. There's always, I don't know what it is. At least it was just a pail. At least it wasn't, our our expensive cooler.
Like your fucking. I've seen a fucking YouTube video where it's like these guys had like a canopy up and their chairs set up, and they went to go get something, and they were gone for like 15 minutes maybe. And these Karens came up and started taking it down, or trying to steal it and shit.
Oh shit!
And then the guys came up and they're like, "Yo, can we get our shit?" And then they're like trying to ask, like, "Oh, this is yours? We thought it was ours."
Right, exactly. We gave you 15 minutes.
Yeah, I haven't been to the beach in so fucking long, bro. I probably should try. We got a lot of beach action out here too.
Yeah, I know, some beautiful beaches. But
Frisco.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of sand, man. I think I'm better off at the pool.
Yeah, and all that salt and the fucking current, and it's cold, and
you gotta take 3 showers. You gotta take a shower after you get off the beach in one of their cleansing stations.
Yeah,
to get some of the sand off, and then when you get back to the hotel or your home, you gotta take another shower with soap to get the rest of the sand from all those little crevices in your body.
The scum.
Yeah, that was another thing. I mean, it was nice and all, but there was a section where there was a lot of flies, festering and all that. No, it was weird. It was like a little orgy of a bunch of insects. It was like. I went closer and I started looking. I'm like, oh shit, these bugs are having sex and populating. You
think maybe there was a dead animal or something around?
Nah. It was just right there at the shore. There was nothing there. There was little dead animals like the little crabs and all that, but
yeah,
that's something you normally see because of the seagulls. But yeah, it was the water was clean. The water was nice. It felt good. I actually was able to go in further. It was amazing that there was a section where you could be on the shore and then go in, I would say, maybe 30 yards, and the water would still be up to your waist.
Oh.
You could go really deep and feel like you've accomplished something.
Yeah.
Only waist deep, It was really nice. Yeah, it was cool.
How is the
all this water around you?
How's the current, though?
It depends on the morning was really nice and subtle. And then as it got toward midday, it started picking up. Yeah, it was pretty good. Unfortunately, a kid almost drowned. He needed to be rescued.
Oh, bro. Hey, remember Creep Show?
Yeah.
The one where I hope you can hold your breath?
Oh, no, I don't remember that one.
Bro, you got to rewatch it, dog.
I remember the one with the Indian.
Nah, you're thinking of part 2. Check out part 1, bro. Do yourself a favor. Now, I'll tell you something about that. Yo, collectible fun, Matt.
What's up, Matt, brother?
So when I was a kid, that was actually out in theaters, and my mom took me. I don't think my little brother was born yet. Took me, and I don't know who we went with, but I know it was me and her. I was when I was young, I was very, very, very scared, anti-horror movies, and there was an ice cream parlor like right next door. And my mom knew everybody, and everybody knew her in the city, and so we started watching Creep Show, and the first one's not that bad with the I want my cake and all that, and I kind of got through that. Bro, it was the second one when the monster popped out of that fucking box, bro. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. When that Tasmanian devil, pops out of that box. I got up and I screamed and I jumped like 3-4 rows and I started crying. My mom, literally, the great son of a bitch cunt mom that she was, she got mad at me, took me to the ice cream parlor, left me there with them, and went back and watched the movie. Didn't?
Oh wow!
What a great mom she was.
I know. Anyway, that's an 80s mom right there, bro.
Yeah. So
speaking of, back to the story, like I said, there was a kid that almost drowned, and my wife said, "Hey, did you see the lifeguards? They had to rescue that guy, that kid. He lost it. He lost the waves got him on the undertow." And like, nah, he could have died right next to me. I wouldn't have even noticed because I was just so in the moment, drifting down, the waves going over my head. He could have been floating right by.
Hey, son, check out this cool lifeboat. Wait, it's got arms.
Using him as a buoy and shit. Yeah.
What up, Denny?
And the smart thing we did, we left our cell phones in the car.
Yeah, good for you, man.
Yeah, I thought that was a big step in breaking.
You know what's crazy?
That bad habit.
That fucking phone is like connected to me because
it is, yo.
Because the other day I went to work and I forgot my fucking phone here, and I left and went to work, and I couldn't swing by the house for like a couple of hours, and every red light I was looking for my phone, and it just felt strange not to be able to get that phone and look on Facebook, look on IG, look whatever I'm doing, and I'm constantly on that phone.
Yep.
And I have a camera in my car that if you hit something, if you speed, it'll take a quick video, or if you're on the phone. My Ninja, that thing, I don't give a fuck. That thing is going off all day. Beep, 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 beep.
Wow.
Beep, 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 beep. I get
crazy.
up to the office. Juan, we got 2 more videos of you on your phone. Look, guys, I run a side business. I gotta be on my phone.
Yeah. God forbid if I was ever arrested and I needed to call somebody.
Dude, if I'm at a red light, you can suck my dick with that shit, bro.
Like I was saying, God forbid if I ever got arrested and they say, "Oh, go make your call." I'm like, "Who the hell am I call? I don't remember nobody's number."
Exactly, but that's why I got my wife's phone number memorized.
I think I might, after a couple of tries, be able to get my wife's phone number out. But yeah, it's one of those things. We did it. We didn't take our phones, but like everybody around us, they're in the ocean with the phone up, taking selfies,
fucking streaming.
Yeah, my favorite was the woman we were sitting next to. She was doing business calls, laying on the beach. I thought that was cool. Good for her.
How'd she look?
I told you I was like in the zone. She was all right, but what I remember the most was her sending a package to a doctor's office and giving out all her info right next to me. Spelling her name, giving her card number, even the little extra 3 digits. And like, if I had my phone, I could record all that. Yeah.
The 3-digit joint?
Yeah, yup.
You could have
all that right. Yeah, I didn't have my phone, so I wasn't gonna. I'm not, that type of person.
Yeah, of course. That's
that's an easy way.
That's not how
identity theft right there. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
and like you, Cobra, the other thing I noticed at that beach, there wasn't really, let's say, sexy mamacitas. But if you like thunder thighs, there was a lot of thunder thighs.
Where's this beach at?
In Jersey. It was called is Neptune, New Jersey. They had a couple. There was a Bradley Beach, Belmar Beach, and Asbury Park, which had the boardwalk. Really nice, quaint. But like I said, if you pay for it to stay at the beach, it's more relaxing, and you don't hear the riffraff, you don't hear the loud blazing music.
So there's tortas in the East Coast?
There are, yeah. We have a big Hispanic population over here.
But do you guys call them tortas?
I learned tortas from you. I don't.
That's a
I don't
Cali
remember
thing, baby.
Yeah, I don't think we call them anything like
Tortasitas.
Chunky girls or whatever.
Puro nalguitas.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah. If you
man.
like thighs, and I know you like thighs, and there was some good thighs up in there. Some big.
I love thighs, bro. I love
Yeah.
thighs. I love.
And it didn't have that, and it didn't have the cheese. I gotta admit, a lot of them didn't have the cheese. But sadly, there was a lot of long butts. My wife even pointed out there's a lot of long butts.
The long
Yeah.
ass.
Because there's no hips. There's just
it's a long ass.
yeah.
But you know that all works out when you're hitting it from the back.
When you bend it over, yeah, it gets
it all arches out for you. If you know what you're doing, you gotta know. Like me, I'm a torta pro. I can mold that pussy. You feel me? People, look at the disclaimer.
Yep, so there you go.
Yo,
going back on that tangent of scary movies, you know which movie effed me up? The Exorcist Part 1.
You told me that before.
Yeah, I stopped watching scary. I mean, I didn't watch scary movies after I had the worst nightmare as a young Tony toy box at my aunt and uncle's house. They had guests over, but somehow this movie it was us showing in the background, and I started watching it, and you see all her getting all nasty and getting possessed, and that lingered in my dreams. And you know what the messed up part is? My cousin actually taped me because back then we had tape recorders.
Yeah,
he taped me crying and screaming and all that. I couldn't get myself to bed because I forgot what they call it. But if you see like your jacket on a hook in the dark and it looks like somebody, they call that something.
Yeah,
so I thought it was someone in the room in the corner, and I was like, oh, that was in the back of my head. So I stopped watching. I didn't watch scary movies until maybe
What's up with that cousin now? We should jump that
cool.
people.
I know, right? He actually, it was funny. He became a brother. A Christian brother, which is funny.
Like born again?
No. In Catholicism, you could become a priest or you become a brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
a brother.
He actually became a Christian brother. Yeah.
I was like, damn, how do you turn into a brother? Did he get an extension down there?
Yeah, I know. He went to the beach for a long time.
All right, let's jump into some little topic, some little fucking clip I threw together so we can have some content here for the people. Oh, fuck, my chair's all stuck and shit. I gotta have the little lazy boy chair up a little bit, or my legs start feeling like they're going numb.
I know, yeah. A lot of these comfortable chairs make you fall back.
All right, let's see. Okay, ay, güey.
Thick mama, thick Latina.
So, I don't know if this is real, but I got it off the internet. What do you think about this kind of a casting?
I see Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Who's Chitara?
Does that look like Harley Quinn?
I don't know.
The chick who plays Harley Quinn?
Let me blow that up. No, that's not. Is it? Okay, yeah.
It kind of does. Margot, whatever.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, no, the names are right there.
Oh.
Henry Cavill, Sydney Sweeney, Oscar Isaac as Tigra, Vin Diesel as Panthro.
Looks good.
Yeah. And I guess Jeremy Irons as the old Thundercat in the background. I forgot his name. And
then homeboy
Finn Wolfhard as Wily Kit, and I guess Wily Cat Sadie Sink. So Sydney Sweeney, yeah, I see it.
Yeah. It looks good, right?
I dig that casting. Yeah, that's good casting.
Man,
who plays the voice of Snarf?
Jack Black.
Yeah, it doesn't say Jack Black.
No, they would probably cast.
I do like the poster. The art on the poster looks pretty cool. Man.
Hell yeah! Who would cast as Mumra?
Oh yeah, who do you think would be a good Mumra?
It's probably the guy who does all that shit, like the guy who did Golem, the guy who did Snoke on.
Yes, okay.
Wars, the guy who played King Kong. That dude, the guy who does Avatar, that dude is fucking badass when it comes to all those fucking CG characters.
Yeah, he does. He's made a living off of that.
He was in Ultron and Wakanda too. He's the guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's been
I'm a fan of that actor. No,
I just seen him recently in some horror movie too.
All right, let's move on.
cool.
All right.
Thick Latina.
Brother Bear meets a thick Latina.
If this were the Berenstain Bears golden books or just regular books?
Golden books, I think.
Oh, I definitely would get this golden book for my son.
Oh yeah.
Brother Bear meets a thick Latina. I like how they spell thick, of course.
You believe in that Mandela effect? How it's Bernstein and it used to be Bernstein or whatever the fuck it was?
No, I don't. I never heard of that.
Yeah, there's a Mandela effect. Okay, for you Pokey lovers, some new cards. Okay, I gotta tell you, bro. When these drop in America, this set is gonna be off the fucking hook. That Bullpex, whatever, the little beige looking dog dude, and that fucking Venusaur card are gonna be. They're gonna skyrocket.
I kind of like the packaging. They kept the
okay.
Packaging. Wow, this is dope.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled.
I gotta pick this up. This is hot.
This is a Comic-Con exclusive Skeletor Turtles of Grayskull.
You think this is a Mattel Creations exclusive then?
I'm not sure. I forgot who it is for, but
sometimes they come out at the San Diego Comic-Con and also
I think you might be right. I quit collecting this stuff, but I'm gonna try to get this.
This is a fun piece. Yeah, I like this piece. Oh, that's wild. I like it.
That's sick.
Yeah, I went hard into Origins. I still pick up once in a while a couple of Origins here and there.
Okay, the new Charlie's Angels, baby. I'm not sure if you're up on the whole Clark controversy in the WNBA, but this girl in the middle, Caitlin Clark, she's very, very good at basketball. And she has been receiving a lot of backlash from the black players, because they think it's all, she's getting all this attention because she's white, blah, 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 blah. And for the past season and a half, they've been basically beating the shit out of her. Like the other day when they were playing the Suns, one player poked her in the eye, and when she went like this, another player dropped.
Oh, wow.
Right? And so finally, after all this shit, of course no black chick on her team did it, but these two white girls said, fuck it, we had enough, and they fucked the chicks up that fucking did it. And the chick right here on the right, her jersey sales shot up 24 hours. It was the most athlete jersey for 48 hours. And they're the new Charlie's Angels. Yes, tres leches.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, and he is fucking good. While her counterpart, the black chick who came into the league with her, is like, I'm good too. I'm good too. Yeah, she's so good that a group of kids, young guys, have gotten rich because they bet one day that she would miss her first shot. Now, this is the black chick. And they parlayed it for 13 days in a row. She missed her first shot, and they became millionaires.
Wow, that's wild.
Splash.
But I tell you, those two in the corners, they give me fever.
Yeah,
give me fever.
Yeah. You take them out. You put them in a dress, a little makeup. It's
even better when you just could look at them without makeup and they look nice.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you before we move on. Would you ever enhance your looks by wearing makeup as a man, if it was allowed technically?
No. I don't. No, thank you. I don't need eyeliner, eyelash shit, none of that. I'll look ugly.
A lot of rockers in the 80s did it, and they got mad.
Yeah. But and they got a lot of pussy doing it too. I understand, And there was that whole, feminine, like Prince kind of guy era thing going on where that shit was cool and motherfuckers was getting laid. The whole Duran, that whole chestnut. Where the fuck did my lighter go? You know what? The show.
Perfect time for this next image.
Yeah. Imagine how much propaganda it took to convince women that this is oppressive. Terrible. All right, little art from Scotty Young. He is a comic book. He does a lot of covers for comics, like C covers, B covers, and I thought this was pretty cool. His style's
Bring in
pretty
the boom. Remember when a boombox was the thing, bro?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I had one for about 10 minutes, and then I took it outside, and the black kids took it from me.
Yeah, I remember when it had actual dual tape cassettes where you could actually record off of the other cassette. That was hot.
Yeah. All right, so check this shit out.
Yeah, that's cool. Some people are getting some nice AI with their action figures.
Oh yeah,
that's the dope one. The one who laughs. Ooh, that's pretty cool.
This last one is fucking fire.
Oof.
The Darkest Night.
Oh yeah, that's dope. Actually, looks like a cosplayer, man. That looks actually real. It looks like a cosplayer.
Real. You know what the Darkest Night is?
Yeah, it's a version of. I read one of the comics that has it. It's from heavy metal.
Yeah, death metal. So basically, the Batman Who Laughs, he's soaking up. He gets Wally's Speed Force, who at the time has Dr. Manhattan's powers. So the Batman Who Laughs becomes Dr. Manhattan, the Batman Who Laughs, and that's the Darkest Night.
Yeah, I kind of remember that. Yeah, it's awesome.
Pretty fire, right?
Yeah, that was a good
yeah, I seen that today and I was like, God damn, this is sick as fuck. All right. So that's
leches, indeed.
Not on camera, he wouldn't. Oh, you saying I'd be in the mirror? Oh,
there was an episode of episode of Friends I actually saw at the hotel where I forgot their names, but the one that did the movie with the monkey, the Italian kid in Friends.
What? Which movie is that?
He did a movie with a monkey. Remember that? But he was in Friends. In the episode with Friends, that he had done a commercial for Japan for male lipstick, and it was all purple. It was funny. It was like, mwah, mwah.
All right, hey, hold it down real quick. I'll be right back.
All right. So let me get back to. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Let me see. I don't even use moisturizer. That's used for real. I actually use moisturizer, and I started to use sunscreen. Not recently, but to actually prevent, aging.
I am turning brown as fuck because I'm out in the sun, and I'm half Latino.
You got only one arm brown though from having out the window.
Look at that shit.
White.
Look at that shit.
No, don't use something. Don't use something sunscreen. Not good.
So I noticed my arm. I noticed my arm were like I was ashy this morning, right?
Wait, hold on a second. You can't be ashy.
I know, right? And so
it could be dry skinned.
I use spray. So it was dry skin. That's what ashy is. Anyway, so I put lotion on this morning, and I haven't put lotion on in so long. I put some lotion, rubbed it in. I could feel my skin absorbing the moisturizer. My skin was so fucking dry. It was like SpongeBob. Like SpongeBob being dry and then some water. I was like, okay, maybe I need to start using some more lotion on my skin. I am getting older. We want to try to avoid some of them, right?
And you should use a loofah.
Oh, they're blowing up them. But did you hear that?
Yeah.
Someone just busted like an M80.
Look at when Wordy says, I I hate when I'm putting lotion on and I accidentally jerk off.
Wait, so you're putting on lotion and then your hand is like on autopilot, and then
I know it goes down. He's like,
I already have the lotion on. Oh shit, I'm jerking off.
It's because he has that little extra. He's already lotioned up, and he has that little extra. It's like, I can't let that go to waste.
It runs the lotion on its skin, or it gets the hose again. Yeah.
Put the lotion in the basket.
Oh, wasn't she a big fat girl? Remember she was asking him questions?
I know, right? She wasn't even that fat, yo. That was funny.
Wasn't she a big fat girl?
Oh, man. And, oh, yep, here we got some shit talking. And when it only takes 2 strokes and done, you add the extra lotion. See?
Dude, I haven't used lubricant to masturbate in so long. I dry rub that shit. I hate you. I hate you.
I don't think I ever used lotion unless it was actually for actual penetration, KY jelly and all that other stuff. But not for me. I don't know.
Damn,
was I doing it wrong? Was I doing it wrong? How did the caveman do it? You know, did they take the fat from a horse or a whale and start jerking off just to get that extra slickness?
No, they just spit on their hand just like we do nowadays.
Dry rub, yeah.
Yeah, dry rub. All right, well, why don't we talk comics?
All right, let's bring some comics on.
All right, first book up tonight, Scumbag 5. All right, this was a great issue.
Yeah, I really liked it. It continues on from issue 4, where they went to meet with Mr. Promesa, and they were disguised as oil tycoons.
Oil tycoons.
Yeah. Right here, where we lead off is, I forgot her name. I don't think they mention her name much. Let's just
not much. I think they just keep calling her Agent
or Mary or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
oh no, it is Mary.
Yeah. Okay. So Agent Mary.
Agent Mary.
Has lost track of Mr. Walton, which is Ernie Clementine. Because Mr. Promesa took him on his own to actually feed him some bullshit.
Yeah.
So she's trying to find him. She's talking to Cortana here, who says, I want you to do a stealth mode. Don't kill anybody. Just find Ernie and get out of there. And the first thing I saw when I saw these agents, don't you see like their visor looks like 2 titties on top?
Thank you very much.
It's like 4 tits, right? The bottom could be a pair of tits, and the top could be.
No, it looks like an amputee chick.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! Now I see it. Yes. Pobrecita, man. She's missing her legs, but she got a big rack though. And
Donde están mis zapatos? You don't need the money.
Yeah, I need my chancletas. No, you don't.
Yeah. I still feel my legs.
You can use some pasties for those visors, though.
I knew a dude who had to get his leg removed, and he used to have phantom leg shit, bro.
Yeah, no, it exists. Yeah, that's true. So she gets out of there. She actually gets out of.
She does a sneak mode.
Yep, she gets out. Nobody dies at this moment, and she finds Ernie coming back out from meeting with Mr. Promesa and wanting to participate in the orgy. This is a funny. Yeah, before we lead up to that, this is funny because the troopers here were watching and getting blackmail videos on anyone who was famous, from politicians to whatever, at the orgy. And they kept on bitching about how come we don't get one? All right.
Yeah.
One of the guys says, "Bring it up at the next meeting." See?
Let's see if that works for you.
Yeah, right. But he says, "Still, all the work we do, we still get our own orgy." And that orgy is kicking it because last issue, Ernie Ray dropped his whole suitcase full of drugs for everyone to partake. Instead, he didn't even get to enjoy the fruits of his labor there.
Yeah, and they're all charged up now. Look at homeboy. Look at homeboy got her by her head like, "Coma la pinche puta."
I love the cheap digs. Indeed. Go play Lotto.
Yeah,
See
lucky
that?
number 4.
All right. So Ernie is going to join the orgy again because now he feels that everyone's loosened up and ready for his Clementine. Yeah. And she says, "Nope, we got to go." And he's like, "No, give me 2 more minutes." And she's still dragging him out. And they're going back. And she actually asked him, "Did you find any intel on the meeting you had?" And he says no. And that was a red flag for me there.
Yeah, but remember, he was kind of swayed by Homeboy, and then was almost ready to join Scorpionus, whatever the fuck it's called.
Well, they promised him. They promised
the
him
island money. And the gold and the bitches.
Yeah.
Everything.
Judas Priest praying for him. The Judas Priest would live with him.
Yeah.
So they wanted him to be a double agent. So we'll see if he actually went through with that. So she's dragging him out. They leave in, and they hop back into the flying Trans Am, and we see Pam.
I love it.
And Ernie says, "Hold on, Pam. Your jacket's off. Your hair's all messed up. What's going on?" He says, "Well, there was an orgy. I'm a sex spot. So I joined in." He said, "Oh shit, you had a 3-way?" She's like, "Nope, I had a 7-way."
7-way. She's like, "Motherfucker, I'm good at sex." And then he's like, "What the fuck, bitch? I can't get.
I'm not attracted to you." Oh, what digs, man!
So good, bro.
And he's the one who had this girl created.
Yeah,
she doesn't want nothing to do with him. So they're going up to their next mission. They're heading to Whole Greens to find out what's going on with the fuel. How they make the fuel. So they're flying over there and they're constantly having this conversation about, why won't you have sex with me?
Yeah.
And finally, Agent
she's like, says, "You're barking up the wrong tree, dude. You're not going to score." Yeah.
She has no attraction to you whatsoever.
She fucked 7 motherfuckers, but won't give him a hand job.
I know. And
he says, she owes him her life.
Right, and he starts going, "But I would have sex with anything."
Yeah,
and then they go back. "Well, would you let someone butt F you?"
Yeah, he's like, "I got that tight butthole."
I got a tiny asshole. Just because of this stuff, I really dig this book.
This book is great.
It's like you and me made this comic.
I'm saying, bro, I literally laugh while I'm reading this shit.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's almost like I said one time. I said when Fallen was on, the comedic timing is when you're reading it. Everything that you read to yourself falls into place. That is so funny the way.
And then I'm like, this, like all the homies should be reading this shit.
Yeah, it's good.
All our homies should be reading Scumbag. I'm telling you.
Yeah, because we're all scumbag. We're all, I mean, slightly less. We're all grades of Ernie Clementine.
Basically.
Yeah.
So they end up at the, what is it called? The Whole Green, whatever.
Whole Greens, yeah. And they saying, "Oh, we gotta
be
careful."
It gets twisted.
Yeah, we gotta be careful. I'm sure it's heavily guarded, and it actually doesn't seem like it's guarded at all. It's actually a recruitment center to give poor people opportunities and employment and some good pay from what they initially said, right? $20
and Ernie's like, "What the fuck? How are these people so bad, man? He's doing what he said he was gonna do. He's gonna put poor people to use."
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like talking to everybody, and they're getting their jobs, and then they got this suction tube that comes down and sucks them right up.
First, we see someone talking to, like, I guess the interviewer, the AI interviewer.
Yeah, Mr. Greenie.
Mr. Greenie,
which is a tree,
a pine tree.
Yeah,
and he seems to be like very enthusiastic on hiring people.
Oh yeah, he'll actually use reverse psychology on you to entice you to actually want the job and be happy with what job you're getting.
Yeah, and it seems like you get a job, you get a job, you get a job.
Exactly.
And so we see Ernie like, okay, we see him seeing another interview, and the guy gets hired, and
Gets sucked up in the tube.
Sucked up in the tube.
Going to his employment.
Going to his new position in life. And now we have Ernie stepping up, calling himself Ramberto. And so, yeah, he starts. It's crazy how this AI can talk to you and kind of know you.
Yeah, it digs in. It digs in, you know. Find out what your real desire is and manipulate you to get hired. Because he was saying, you know, tell me what you really write. You don't need to lie. I know what you're trying to say. And
and he's like, you know, if you hide your pain behind the drugs, and you know, you don't, if you don't do that, we all know what you're gonna do to yourself.
Right. Even says it, you know.
Yeah. And
he says, well, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take that and use it, and we're gonna give you the training you need.
Yep.
And we're gonna give you a special position within our organization.
Yep.
And he said, and then then he did this. He says, "You're hired. Sign this waiver." I was like, a waiver for a job?
Yeah.
I heard of a, you know,
right before he signs
DNAs. Yeah. Yep. And fortunately, yes, because he would have been sucked up into the tube as well. So they run off. They're going deeper into the facility. And he's arguing with her. He's saying, you know, why are you complaining so much about these people? They're doing they have a good plan to make the universe cleaner and help the poor, you know, make better themselves.
Yeah.
And she said, all right, yeah, use your X-ray vision and tell me what's behind that door.
And he basically lies to her.
Yep.
And he's like, it's all clear.
And boom, she opens it, and there's a bunch of the guards there. All, man, they're packing. They got, and
the so titty guard.
There's something up. Yeah, there's something up with them all being there. There's something nefarious there. Well, she takes them all out, and she says, "Hey, use some of your superpowers and do something." And he says, "I have an even better idea. I got my dynamite nunchucks."
My dynamite nunchucks.
And they actually work.
They work, bro.
Boom! That was cool. So they get attacked, and they do a long jump, and she saves Ernie from falling into this vat.
The green,
this green vat, and she actually rejoins her father, who's like captive, sitting in this chair, and she's like, "Dad."
Yeah, she thought he was dead.
Because they had sent pictures of his, you know, of his demise and everything. And he says, no, I quit. I quit, and I joined these guys because they wanted to do what I had in mind and envisioned.
Save the planet,
saving the planet. And
he came up with the formula.
Yeah, but he came up with here's the twist. He came up with the formula to use human deceased bodies as for the fuel.
Don't go there yet.
All right, I'm just saying.
So he's spilling the beans to her about what he did for them, and he's holding on to that case like it's something's in it. And
I wonder what.
Yeah, and then
because he had initially that case should be empty because he had given up all the drugs. But he did say she actually approached him and said, "Why are you holding on to that case?" He said, "Well, it makes me look more business-like." So maybe he's still using it as a part of his disguise.
And so we come to find out.
Hold on, not yet. But her father said, "Why is this jerk white dude having possession?"
My formula,
right? Yeah. And also, when he says to her, he's not. He asks to save him or something like that. And he says he's not. What's the word? The ideal candidate. He's not being truthful.
Yeah.
So we'll jump to that. He also explains how the formula won't work for someone who isn't noble. Right, exactly. That's what it was.
And that's why
there's another red flag.
And that's why his powers aren't kicking in.
Yep.
And so this is where he falls. She catches him, but we see all the applicants who thought they were going to get a job, this is their destination from being sucked up out of the tubes.
Instead of using
they're using
deceased human
beings. So
beings,
the father says, we're going to save the planet. There's too many people on the planet. And we're going to do something about that as well. And they're using people as fuel.
Yeah.
And before he spills the beans about what he was doing for Scorpiones, he gets his wig peeled.
Yeah. She actually lost. Yeah, she lost her dad. Yeah. He falls into the vat, and he's also part of the fuel. Dad.
Yeah. And he's like, sploosh. So while she's distracted, the bodyguard cracks her with a pole. They go at it.
And everything starts coming into Ernie's mind. All the conversation he had with Promessa at the orgy. Yeah. Everything they talked about came into play. He's actually so disgusted that he vomits.
Yeah, because he realizes what dude was saying. He's using the poor and putting people to use.
Yeah. As fuel.
As fuel.
Making the world better. Getting rid of poverty is getting rid of the poor people.
Yeah. And so she's getting her ass handed to her. And this is where he reflects on what Homeboy said. And he's
at a crossroads.
He opens the case to find out. We find out it wasn't empty. It's full of his first payment.
Yep. There's a lot of gold bars there.
Dilemma. Like, do I keep the payment and run? Or do I do the right thing? And he lets him know one more time, like, this is only the first of many.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy's like, you know what? You're a piece of shit, and you manipulated me. And Ernie goes and wait. Did I skip?
Yeah. No, this happens. He actually runs to the hiring center.
Yeah.
And starts warning everybody to get out.
Get out of there. Get out of here. Get out of here.
You're going to be the fuel.
Yes.
Yep. Solvent gas is people. And the vats come down trying to suck as many people as they can before everyone gets out. The agent's still under attack. And he actually finally makes his decision about whether he's going to be with Promessa's group, the Scorpiones, because right there she's facing ultimate death.
And he says, you could join your father and help the world.
And boom!
And Ernie sacrifices his gold to save the day.
He saves Agent Mary, man.
Yeah, which when he sees all the people, his powers activate
because he became noble. Yep.
Yeah, and it's described like a alternate shifting, time bending power. He swoops around and saves all the people.
Combination of the Flash and Superman that he can fly in and with the speed and capture all these people is amazing. Then he has laser fingers, which he's so happy about.
Yeah.
It's bugged out. This book is good, man. It's fun.
So Ernie saves the day.
Promessa escapes.
All the people escape. And they're like, yo, we can't leave this place standing.
Yep. Has it been evacuated? They say, yep. They launch the rockets.
She's all beat up. And now she has no idea that what he really did. And she's actually like commending him.
Yeah, he saved her life.
Yeah.
And she says, I'm sorry, Ernie. He says, sorry for what? For calling you a scumbag.
A scumbag. Oh, that's sweet.
But he still was a scumbag until that very moment.
Yes. Proceed to read, right, brother?
Proceed to read. I read a little bit on. There's a couple of pages after the final that says the next issue they will be talking with the the moon people.
Yeah.
And there's going to be someone with the moon people that he's going to be very attracted to. So now he faces another situation here where he's going to stay loyal.
The fat chick leader.
Yeah.
You know he's going to be like, I like me a thick mama.
So I'm excited about that. All right. So proceed to read another book, man. Woof.
Ooh. And I went to the comic book store today and part
3 dropped. Yep, yeah, 3 dropped.
So why don't we rock this one this week and we'll fucking go
right we're gonna try not to spoil anything the week the book comes out. We're gonna try to leave it for the next week to give everyone an opportunity to read it. Moving forward.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Predator versus Spider-Man. Oh man, we got Kraven the Hunter, we got a detective, we got a Predator, we got Mary Jane, we got the Power Out, we got the Heat, we got us a story.
We got the East Coast over here, man. We've been having almost 100-degree weather, so we feel this. So this book was like so in the zeitgeist for me when I was reading it today.
Yeah, so they're trying to fix the power all over the city,
and it blows up, bro.
Yeah,
it's done.
Yeah,
lights out.
And so we see a worker going down and locating, I guess, a busted wire, and he can hear people screaming for help, and he notices there's a subway car, broken down, and he can hear help from coming inside. So he goes over to investigate, and he pries open the door with his hands, and
who knew Con Ed could be so helpful?
And he pries open the doors, and
the ocean of blood, bro. Wow.
Comes out, and we find out that's not people calling for help because they're already fucking dead.
Skinned alive,
tortured, cut up, harvested, all this good shit.
And then you hear, help me.
Then you hear, help me in the back, and a body comes from the shadows, and he's like, who is it? Who is it? And the Yamcha takes off to the face.
Oof.
That
was hot. That was, man. If this was live action, that would have been such a.
This would be a good fucking, bro. A what if Spider-Man versus Yamcha would be good.
Well, anime or live action, perfect.
And we see the worker does not survive that encounter, and while the Yamcha is distracted, Mary Jane and her, I guess the chick she's trying to save, let's make a run for it.
Yeah, in the first book, she actually approached this girl because she had an anxiety attack.
Yeah. So while they're taking off running, Spidey's back at the house to make sure MJ's okay, and he finds out she's not there. The detective shows up to Spider-Man's house because she suspects Peter Parker is involved in this shit.
Exactly, because he had a printed news article in the Daily Bugle about the serial killer.
Yeah, and she's a little upset about that, and so they're going back and forth. He's in his apartment. She's on the other side of the door. He's trying to explain himself. She's not falling for it. Kicks in the dough. Spidey is out.
Because she actually thinks he has a reason.
Yeah.
That he's actually he's actually the killer because he has too much. He has too much knowledge of what is going on. And he actually admits that he knows of the other location where other people have been.
The second crime scene, and he tells her where it's at.
Yeah, it's an underground.
She's really suspect of him because he got all this knowledge of where these people are.
Exactly.
She doesn't know he's Spider-Man. She thinks friendly daily reporter fuckhole Parker is a killer.
Well, luckily he closed that door in time because he was still in his Spider-Man suit.
Yeah. And he talks about how all day long his Spidey sense has been killing him.
Yep.
And as you see him taking off from his house, look who's tracking him.
Yep. He can't pinpoint his Spidey sense. It's in the skies, in the ground, it's everywhere. It's all around him.
Everywhere.
Because there's so much things going on. There's the blackout, the crime, the murders. Yeah, it's too much.
So the internet's out. What's a better way to get information but books?
He goes, I love this place. I've been there plenty of times, the New York Public Library. Beautiful facility. And he goes actually to do some hard copies, research the old school way.
then we go back to where Craven is. I believe this would be another crime scene that hasn't been discovered. And he's talking
this
about...
No, this one was discovered. This is the one that
the original one?
No, this is the second one that the Pearl that Spider-Man told the Pearl to go to.
Yeah. So he's like really admiring this guy's work. He's like, this guy is good. He's taking parts. And he's so good, he knows that this guy's probably doing this. There's got to be a place where he's storing all this shit.
Right.
So he's now on the hunt. He's hunting
the trophy hunter now. Yeah, he's hunting the trophy hunter. And he actually knows by the signature that this is an 8-foot tall dude that has...
He's assuming it's a reptilian alien,
Yeah. And also that it has skills as to do this, and it has the tools. The tools
to skin someone in 10 minutes, but yet not leave any damage.
Yep. It's beautiful work.
Yeah. And so while he's at this, he's at the second crime scene, she shows up, the detective. And then he notices Spidey has a trap already set. So when the detective shows up,
you can see Spider-Man's webbing above Craven. He already recognized that.
Yeah, and she's like, "Halt, you bastard!" And so she tries to detain Craven, and he fucks her up and actually sets off Spidey's booby trap and tells her, "Yo, you need to just chill."
Yeah, he could have taken her out. Right.
Yeah. But I think he likes the fact that he might be even thinking doubling back and hunting her. But so he's on his way.
This is the Youch is the prize, though. This is what he's the one.
Yeah,
and he says, well, guess what? I'm hunting this he doesn't know the serial killer, right? Yeah, I'm hunting the hunter. But so Spider-Man. And now it's not only that I'm hunting, it's a rat race to get to him first.
Yes. So Parker's doing his research, and he actually comes across similar events that are happening currently.
And hundreds of years ago, too.
Hundreds of years, yeah. It's been going on. And so we got back to MJ fleeing in the tunnels, and so she believes that they're far enough from the Yamcha that she can use her light on her phone, and they come across a dweller or a vagrant, whoever, and he's like, "Yo, shut up," and then he takes them to a place, and this place is a very, very fucked up place.
It's the trophy room, man.
The Yamcha's lair.
He has a throne. He made a throne.
He has a throne, bro. Skin and all those bones everywhere. Young children's bones, fingers.
And that was He said it didn't matter what race, what skill level, what profession. It was
what
everybody.
age. Yeah, he's just killing.
The only thing they had in common is that they're dead. So this is not the code. This is not the code of the Youch.
No, it's not. Let's continue on, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And so from here, we head over to Parker, getting with JJJ and going, "Yo, this is what's going on out here." And Jonah's he's a prick.
Yeah, he says, Peter says, "I did my own research. This has been going on for hundreds of years. Anytime there's like a blackout, there's a famine or a war."
Yeah,
people wind up like this, and he shows them pictures, and he says, "Well, I don't do." Jonathan says, "I don't deal with us conspiracy. Give me something,
Yeah. I don't believe in like these fairy tales or whatever." Mm-hmm. And then Parker notices all of a sudden these pigeons on the ledge are scared off. He goes to the window, and JJ is like, "Oh, dude, you're paranoid. You're paranoid."
You're paranoid, yeah.
And Parker says some clever shit like, "Believe me, I got a sense about this."
Yeah.
And he goes to the window, and there's a ship right above him, and he can't pinpoint
stealth mode. Yeah. He can't see it.
Yeah. And I was confused because I'm like, this Yamcha's in the fucking subway. Why is this ship up here flying around the city? But we shall find out. Because
this is a dope ending to this.
Because when the guy starts killing, it send out a codex to the Yamchas, and they caught the signal They came, and now
it actually comes from Peter Parker's Bugle article.
Yes,
a photo the photo that he took.
Yeah, they like hit their
algorithm.
The algorithm, yeah. Yep. And now the Yamchas are here to haunt the honorless.
Yes. And who that is that fucked up Yautja, man.
It's
That's
the
dope.
Yautja, so now it's
and they sent 3 homies, yo.
It's a rat race to find this Yautja, bro.
So you got Spider-Man
to read.
You got Spider-Man, you got Kraven, and you got 3 Predators all vying to get this guy first.
And a badass detective.
Yes, 4. Oh my god, right.
Yeah.
4, dude.
Motherfucking proceed to read.
Definitely.
Bro.
Definitely.
So how about 2 weeks we'll rock the next issue?
Definitely, yes.
Yeah.
Good
if
stuff.
you hey guys. Scumbag, Predator, and Spidey. Read these fucking books, and you will.
Scumbag is already out. That's the 2020 book.
Yeah, you could read it. It's already up to like 15, 16.
The issues are out. It's great. We're talking when we're reviewing.
We're up on 5 now. I think we should. We're gonna keep it going. Issue 6 next week. Fuck it, man.
I love it.
You down for issue 6 next week?
Yeah, I like that book a lot.
All right, because you know what, Berserker is doing to me what it did to me, no Diddy, in the first time when I read it. I didn't get past issue 5, bro.
Well, I was like, this is still a good book, man.
It's rinse and repeat.
Okay.
We'll this is what we'll do. We'll bring Berserker back. We'll rock another Scumbag, and then we'll go from there. People, la gente.
So next week it'll be Scumbag issue 6 and
Berserker 6.
Okay.
Berserker 6. Yep.
So we're giving people 2 weeks to read issue 3 of Spider-Man vs. Predator.
Predator, yes.
Okay, that's
I think we're doing a good job over here. All right, everybody. It's that time of the show, you guys. Dude, we got 5 solid watching people. Isn't this fucking incredible? They like me. They actually like me. And you do.
Yeah, I do.
Podcast, here I come. All right, let's jump into this Dumpski of the week, man.
All right.
Just sit down for a minute. Just sit down for a minute. Sir, just come sit down, sir. Yup. That's a
Oh, damn.
This is us after the bars.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Oh, we're not going to step out? That's not going to end well. Oh. That'll wake him up, though. At least that'll wake him up. Oh. Oh. Oh, I didn't expect that. That's a bonus. No refund on that one.
Bitch, you been there. Wow. Good stuff.
And we'll
keep on,
and that's not going to stop us all from continuing.
Oh boy, thought he was going to be sexy and whips out some Chanasco. And
I bet you got a pity lay. He says, "Oh, baby, you tried though."
Okay. All right. Yeah. She's like, "Oh, pobrecito, let me out."
He said, "I'll take it."
Hey, a blowjob's a blowjob. You feel me?
Would you take it? Would you take a pity effer?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
A nut's a nut, brother. All right, guys. So what do you got rocking this Sunday? Who do you got on?
We're actually going to do a simulcast crossover with Brick Something.
Okay.
So that's a fun show. I got a game set up for the first half an hour, and then we're going to be rocking. We're actually invitees to his show, but we're doing a simulcast, so it should be fun.
Oh, fancy. Well, check out AWA tomorrow, Thursday, 6 p.m. Thrust, El Rey de la Thrust, Danny, and the handsomest fucking one-eyed motherfucker I ever met, Kevin.
El Loco Gringo.
Yes, Friday we got Will and KJ and Steam Power and Pablo and Dick's Picks, all those guys.
And they all share their Dick's Picks around before the show.
Oh, yeah. And then on Sunday, of course, Latin Legions. All documented Hispanic. So,
oh, my God. Indeed. Born and raised in the United States.
So don't worry about ICE, nobody's going to get the door kicked into the middle of live and, arrested. Thank God for my mother, my Caucasian mother, because now I don't have to worry about ICE. And shout out to my tia who came over here the right way. So what else? Monday we got Ravens across the sand, who we will have Raven Eye Studio Donald on with us next week.
Oh, awesome. Nice.
Yeah. So be in tune for that. Check out the Skeleton Tomb and all those gentlemen.
Yeah.
Check out AF, wherever podcasts are available, alongside of Fallen and Chisel and all that good stuff. If you're watching the replay, please subscribe, hit the notification, let everybody know. And I think we're done for this evening. Bye.